Buddhist lineage that I was trained in, and as we work with the first precept, which is the precept of non-harming, we think about cultivating and setting an intention and cultivating non-harming and loving kindness, compassion towards all humans, animals, plants, and minerals. So the sentient as well as the non-sentient world are of concern to us, caring for all that life, thinking of the whole creation as something that's a living, breathing entity, including the rocks and the wood and the trees, as well as humans, fish, birds, so on. We actually do also meditation on the 4 basic elements, the building blocks of life. So notice, in the case of water, to notice the water that's in the body, the water that we drink, but also the liquid that's in the body, the blood and the saliva and so on. To notice that the body is actually made up of water, a lot of water, and that to be healthy and to be wholesome, it's water, clean water is part of that. So to think of water as life, think of water as sacred, something to cherish and to take good care of, because it not only brings life to the human family, it brings life to the animal world, including the world of plants and minerals. So water is, in my training, it wasn't something that was like, oh, we use water as a sacred item in a ceremony of some sort, but it's definitely something that we reflect upon a lot, especially as we live here in Milwaukee. The river's not too far from here, just down the bluff and the lake, and it's a lot of information is shared around what's been put into the river, what's been put into the lake, and what that means for what goes into the water table, what goes into our bodies. So just being aware of that and finding a way through to engage on a civic level in a way that's respectful and kind, but also kind of firm around what we feel is necessary to keep the water clean for us, future generations, for all of life. So that's a little bit about water and our practice lineage. When it comes to connecting with other groups and how to collaborate with churches, synagogues, mosques, temples, whatever the practice center type may be in your area, I guess my one thought is to investigate to see if there's an interfaith group in your area. Like where we are here in Milwaukee, there's the Interfaith Conference of Greater Milwaukee, and then there's the group in Waukesha area west of here, which I'm blanking on their name right now, but there's another group here that is a place to begin to investigate. Hey, are you interested in, or do you have any kind of environmental programs that you're working on? Because we do this work with lakes, and just be curious to see if there's anyone out there that has that kind of a mission as part of their so-called practice as Christians, Muslims, Jews, and so on. So to just do that kind of investigation, what's in your area, do some outreach and find out whether or not anyone is interested in environmental issues, and then to try to meet them in a place that is mutually, we'll find the common ground. Like the language may be different. The language we use around environmental activity may be different, but the meaning could be very close to being the same. So part of the journey, I think, as an interfaith person or as like a Buddhist in this Christian country is like, where is the common ground? Where is the common ground? The language, the phrasing might be different, but the meaning can be quite similar. So to find that place where you match with mission around water, around the lakes, around keeping the environment healthy for ourselves, healthy for the animals, the plants, the minerals, and maybe most importantly, healthy for future generations.